video game.
DXBL.
Moose is in the house. Moose is in the house. Watch out. Watch out. Here's Moosey.
Welcome everybody. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. We still got the combo breaker thing on the side here because we're always going to be promoting combo breaker even when we're doing other tournaments. Welcome to the beginning of the DXBL season 4. I'm very excited. I hope you're excited. Macho, thank you with the gifted sub. Also, we had a couple other people. Let me take a look and say hi. Say thank you. Also, I realized I did turn up my mic for the last couple of videos. And while I was going back and editing them, I realized I was like clipping like constantly. So I apologize. Mic level is back to like where it was. So I don't think it'll be too big of a deal anymore. You know, it is what it is. I don't exactly have the quietest environment to stream in. So unfortunately, I have to run a lot of processing and stuff. And that means that it is hard to get like a super, super loud mic without having a ton of background noise. And yeah, I gotta do a lot of work to fix that, unfortunately. But you know, 'tis my day job, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, welcome DXBL 4 starting momentarily. Right before I want to do my little pitch for Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker is still happening, despite what you may have heard. Despite all the turmoil going on in the States right now, we are gonna be doing it end of May. In-person fighting game tournament in Chicago. Well, in the Chicagoland area. It's in Schaumburg, which is a suburb. There's a Monster Rancher bracket. It was a lot of fun last year. Going to be super fun this year. We're going to be put on the stream on the big stage and all that fun stuff. You know, same as per usual. It was really great to see everyone last year, and it'll be super great to see everyone again. For DXBL, there have been a couple of little changes. Not too many little changes, but I was just taking a look at the rules, and you know, it didn't really vibe with what I was trying to accomplish once I saw how many entrants we got. Because we have like over 200 monsters entered for this. Obviously, we can't have 200 monsters fighting every night. Even if we were doing one-offs, that's still not possible. One-offs and no betting, that would still be 100 matches. That's a lot of matches. This is going to be running for quite a while. Everyone's going to get a chance to see all their monsters fight. So we have 32 monsters fighting tonight. Don't stress if you don't see your guy. It's not a big deal. You will be live. Obviously, if you have more monsters in the tournament, you will see your monsters more often. That's just the way she goes. But let me explain how the DXBL 4 is going to work. The DXBL 4 is a Dynasty ladder. And so what that is basically as you win, you move up, you gain like mastery points, and as you move down, as you lose mastery points. No word yet on if there will be a upper or lower maximum. There might be. We'll see. We might have to save some people if, you know, things are looking pretty bad. And then rankings are going to be based on monster, not the person themselves. So if you only entered one monster, it's not like you have an advantage or disadvantage over someone who entered two monsters in a specific format. And then at the halfway point of the season, we're going to shake things up a little bit and, you know, potentially allow more monsters to be entered, allow some substitutions, things like that. But you'll be given notice for that. The halfway point of the season is a long ways away. Everybody scrambled to get their monsters ready. I really appreciate it. It's going to be super fun. But these monsters are locked in for a little bit. Just like we did yesterday, a day or two before each event is happening, I'm going to shout out like a roll call. Just be like, hey, make sure your monster is ready. I do apologize because, you know, there's going to be occasionally times where we are doing this twice a week. Right now, Jay is checking all the monsters for potentially another tournament tomorrow. We're just, you know, I didn't want to throw out a million at everybody's, so we're going to see who's got their stuff uploaded with the remaining monsters, and we're going to go from there. Everybody's going to fight. It doesn't matter if you fight today or tomorrow or whatever. Like, you're going to get a chance, and you're going to get to fight as many times as everyone else. But originally I wanted to do 3 matches, or I wanted to do, yeah, it was, you were going to fight, and if you had 3 wins, you know, you moved up, and if you had, I don't know what I'm saying here. What am I saying here? Yeah, so you're going to have 3 matches. And basically the way it's going to work is it's a Swiss format. If you win all 3 of your matches, you move up 1 level. If you lose all 3 of your matches, you move down a level. And if you get 2 wins or 2 losses, that's just banked. And then, you know, consider that half a point. And then next week, or next time the monster fights, if they win 2 matches again, then, okay, you've completed your point. If you win 2 matches this week and then 3 matches next time they fight, then you get like 1.5 points. So basically, 2 wins, 2 losses is plus or minus 0.5 points. And then that will... It's not going to end up being total number of wins as much as it's how many you won in a specific day. So if you win all 3 of your matches today, which is going to be very hard because it is Swiss, which means that winners fight winners and losers fight losers. There's going to be people who win all 3 because that's just the way it works. And there's going to be people who lose all 3 because that's just the way it works. And there's going to be the vast majority of people in the middle. Super fun, though. And so that means that by the end of the tournament, we're going to have a lot of like really important matches where it's if you lose, you're demoted. And if you win, you're promoted. And every week is going to work that way. Does someone get into this? Knew the Monster Rancher scene, but I've been no-lifing at hardcore. Well, unfortunately, signups for this are closed for now. They will be reopened, but also other people are running tournaments all the time. So if you just join the Discord, which is linked in the description, you'll be able to see the calendar and everything that is available and coming up. I know Macho is doing tournaments every Thursday now. And then there's like monthly tournaments other people are running as well. There's plenty of stuff to get into, even if you're not going to be fighting in mine specifically. Though there will be chances for you to fight in mine specifically a little ways down the road. Hey, Andrew, thank you for the raid. Very kind of you. Andrew with the sub. We got Pyro with the sub. Lamecore with the sub. Frenzied Potato with the sub. Very kind of all you. Bagman. Season 5, baby. Yeah. And Infinity 9K. Appreciate it. Very, very kind of you. And Go Pause rated earlier as well. I appreciate all of you. Very, very cool. Okay. Let's get into it. Yeah, and it's not even just Monster Rancher 2. People were trying to run more Monster Rancher 3 tournaments. I love Monster Rancher 3. It's just, you know, I got, like, there's only so much time I can promote, or what do you say? Only so much time I can devote. Devote is the right word. Promote sounds like devote, but promote is not the right word. Only so much time I can spend doing Monster Rancher stuff, right? Like, I still got a family and a day job and video editing and boxing and all that fun stuff. But anyway, something to figure something out for that. Yeah, I mean, once more people get like a stable of monsters, I think it'll be easy. I apologize for starting so late. It's like 8:30 now. We're gonna be starting roughly half an hour later than I wanted to start. As soon as I was like ready to hit live, my internet died, and then my computer was just doing that thing that Windows does sometimes, where like you pull up a folder and it just doesn't show anything in the folder and it says searching. So I had to do a quick restart of everything, and I think we're good to go though. So let's boot up Steam. We'll get this. Also, slightly redesigned layout. Unfortunately, the DXBL logo is like really wide, and I didn't bother coming up with something that's more vertical. So it's all squished in the corner. I would have liked something that filled up this space better, but maybe I'll ask DrewFace. I'll get him to design me a DXBL 4 logo. I think it looks fine too. It's just, you know, not as nice as I would have liked it to be. But money changes everything. Someone said that once. As true now as it was in 1984 or whenever Cyndi Lauper said it. Okay. So first up, it's random seeding, by the way. I did not seed myself first. I literally seeded myself last and hit randomize, and it put me first. That was not intended. Winner gets a magic banana. Oh, banana. Oh, banana would be a good sound effect. Does Macho have that? No, he has the eat this onion. Obunga says. I expect my guy to do well. He'll go down swinging. That's me too. That's my vibe with my guy. Hey, Umi. Thank you for the follow. Very kind. Yeah, I don't think my guy's gonna do super well, but he was not meant to be good. He was meant to be funny. I realized the Chiquita Yita I have uploaded, or like I have on this, is the old one still. And I forget, like I don't know what save file I saved the new one to. So I was originally going to enter him, but I have to fix that. So we're going with Rip the Whip tonight. I originally wasn't even going to enter a monster tonight. Originally I was going to sit this one out. Also, I got to look up who this is. Okay, where's Alice? That's Dan. Can. Okay, we got Pixie. Nighton and Pixie. We got to go fast forward because we got 45 matches to get through tonight. It's quite a bit. It's not as much as a regular 32-man double elim. But, yeah. Okay. Get your predictions ready. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry. You're going to have to chill for 30 seconds at the beginning of every fight. Both if you're watching, you know, the VOD or if you're watching on YouTube. It's really the only thing Twitch has over YouTube right now is the ability to bet fake money on these goofy fights. Okay, about 60% on Rip the Whip right now. Also, I just got a notification. Looks like my car is going to be ready for Friday. So I'm excited about that. Rip will be less whipped, or Whip will be less ripped. Okay, 86% on Rip the Whip. Jeez. You're going to give him performance anxiety. Okay, we got some pats in there. Oh, that big numbing stab miss. Oh, the slap. Another slap. Numbing stab. Pulls it back out. Oh, lightning miss pretty big. Flame gonna hit. There's the Violent Shell, 370 damage. Whip Reborn. I play. Alright, here we go. Game number 2. Rip the Whip wins game 1. He's angry now. You won't like him when he's angry. He's not as nice. Oh, the flame miss at 80. Little crit there. Another one. Lemming Stab 65. Misses it again. Violent Shell 58. Well, he's landing what matters, I suppose. Rip the Whip takes that one. Fardaro, thank you for the follow. Very kind. Alright. So Rip the Whip wins game number 1. Or set 1. Next up, we got Carnation V2 and Fushigi. Was Fushigi? That was the like magic ball, right? That was just like a metallic ball, and they're like, they use this in Japan. Because in like 2003, nobody, like the world was not as, you know, it was more closed off than it is now, is what I'm getting at, I suppose. The magic gravity ball. It's just like a 1 kilogram ball. There's 2? I'm pretty sure it's Troubles. But, it's funny that there's 2. Yeah, it's Trouble Vision. Partner for Duck named Super Ball? That's pretty good. That's a good combo. Tushigi? Fushigi, how come your mom lets you have 2 balls? Okay, predictions live. Who do you like? Super mystical, yeah, I know. This is what they do in ancient Japan. That shit was advertised like during Chris Angel. I still have the Chris Angel bit where he's like, I'm gonna jump a motorcycle into this cage and we're not gonna cut the camera. And then he just full sends a motorcycle into the Grand Canyon and then appears magically, 98% on Fushigi, appears magically inside a cage after a camera cut that they said they specifically were not gonna do. And they're like, oh, it's magic. Fuck you, Chris Angel. Chris Angel, levitate me. Shit was so fake. I remember this one girl I knew in high school, like, was like obsessed with Chris Angel, which I feel like we were probably too old for that to like be a legit thing to be like super into at that point. Shaq might be a top 5 poster. Ah, that's me on the rides at Knott's Berry Farms. I got stuck because my butt's too big. I don't remember exactly what he said, but you get the vibe. Okay, who won? That was close, and I wasn't paying attention. I gotta like lock in a little bit. It was real close. Fushigi lost. Okay, I saw the hair's ears go down, so I guess that makes sense. I won. Thank you. This Angel was certainly a guy. He was. Gas was not enough. Do be like that. I'm at Busch Gardens. I got kissed by a girl, dude. The news broadcast that showed him running out of the back of a building after saying he would escape it after it collapsed. That's so funny. I don't remember that. Love Busch Gardens. I went when I was a kid. Alright, so Galley's gonna win. Next up, we got Karazakar and Clank Norris. Damn. Oldies but goodies. Sometimes you miss hard straights, sometimes you miss. You get to fight 2 more times. That's the interesting thing about this format, right? Is you're guaranteed 3 fights. It adds a little bit more urgency to the last fight, but also you know, you got more coming up. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you like? Mostly in shock because a hair like that is Carnation's worst matchup. I mean, sometimes things happen, right? That's Monster Rancher. That do be how it goes. 77% on Karazakar. Here we go. I-beam, big opener. He's angry now, though. Clank Norris, basically just the sussy German build. A million guts and a dream. Gave him Fury, though. He's got to watch out. Ooh. He gets him. Oops, my bad. Let's re-enter these guys real quick. Nah, it helps if I like spell it right. I gotta get that mod where you can actually type the names out. Mons get in by the deadline. Thought they did, but the form seemed scuffed when I submitted. I don't know what that means, man. Let me take a look. I guess it isn't really the Clank Nort or the, what do you call it? Sussy German build. It's a lot of the same attacks, but that's just because those are the best techs he's got. He's got more skill, less speed. Cool build though. Bone meringue, kinda. Hey, Neil Hart, thanks for follow. Damn, hidden behind the follow notification. Didn't see it coming. That was interference. That's not fair. Oh, big damn. He hasn't, like, missed anything, eh? Damn. He's... Alright, yeah. Do be like that. 2-0 for the Suezo? It wasn't a 2-0 for the Suezo. Unless he just won 2 matches back-to-back. Now Suezo wins. Yeah, he lost the first one and then I reset. You're such a dope battle special. Yeah, that's 2-1. I was paying attention. Okay, while this is going, Vivid, I'm going to take a look and see if you guys got in. Dry Skin and 1000 Sunny. Damn, we got the Sun matchup. This is bad for Dry Skin just on name alone. Can't relate. The follow heal. They both got hyphens in their name, too. This is a destined match. Okay. Ask in chat what happened. That was me on the very first match of this. Okay, prediction is live. Okay, view in sheets. With sexy results, okay. What do you mean it was scuffed? Like it was closed? Like you tried to enter after the deadline? I don't see Vivid in here anywhere. I know you were working on it though. You can just message them to me. It's fine. Identical stats, different mods. Yeah, it's pretty common for this build, for this tournament. 86% on Dry Skin. Here we go. Dry Skin's a really cool build. We talked about it a lot last season when it debuted. But kind of a zoom loadout we had never seen before. A little bit expensive, but not going all in on like really, really heavy stuff. Just kind of being like, you know, I can 2-tap with everything. 1000 Sunny wins game number 1. Another giant blow opener. Even Claw gonna do a good chunk there. Fireball, ooh, not quite enough. Another Claw, he needs one more. Who attacks next wins, probably. No, Fireball's not gonna do enough. 1000 Sunny does have a lot of guts though. Another smash thwack. He grits, he's still in it. He's not done. He hits him with the bite. Dry Skin on the grit comeback. Here we go. Game number 3. Ooh, big ass napalm down to half health. He's angry now though. Angry fire. Dude. That's crazy. crits. It's all it takes sometimes. It's got what it takes. Okay. Dry Skin's gonna win that one 2-0. Next up, Brother, you and Thanatos DX. He did just nuke him. We got a couple of Jokers, not many though. Joker's not like ultra powerful in this format. He's good. He's really good. But he's not like, you know, as broken as he is in some of the other formats. Okay, predictions live. Who do you guys like? Get it from mobile and it's just not loading property? Ah, I feel. Yeah, just DM me. It's fine. We'll get it figured out because I know you were working on it. You're not the only one, don't worry. There's a couple other people who were like, yeah, I don't know. Form wasn't working on mobile. Fireball's 5 sharpness. Well, it's like 25 with everything else. Joker's such a bland build. I can't make myself breed one, even though I love the way it looks. It needs more attacks. They added so many attacks to him in later games, but they changed the way he looks, which, you know, I'm not a fan of. 56% on Brother. Ooh, Death Energy, big damage. But maybe not the best move to use against tanks. Punch him. We do know that is the weakest part of the horse, the front. Oh, the 88 Death Punch missed. The smash. The grit, the double grit. Who attacks next? Who's going to win? Death Cutter 86. That's going to do it. Here we go. Game 2. Death Cutter, no crit. Anger immediately into 73 Death Thrust. You're unbelievably dead, brother. We're going to game 3. Means like 5 to 6 more techs. It only has 6 techs. It does need like double. Another Death Cutter. Another Anger. Another Death Thrust. Oh no. Almost the exact same damage too. Alright, well. That is how Centaur do. Okay. 2-1 for Brother. Jam and Jelly and the Mold. Centaur is good in every format. Centaur is just like top tier. Very good in any format where there's a lot of tanks, and very good in any format where, you know, there's a lot of speedy guys. He's Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. He's the best of both worlds. Prediction is live. Who do you like? These two fighting over my sandwich. Oh my god. We got a middle school lunch matchup right now. Certified classic. 81% on the Mold. The Mold would win. The Mold would win. Roll Assault, big damage, gives him power. What's he gonna do with it? Shockwave with power? It misses? Into Long Punch with power? It's still a lot. But he'd be dead. Alright, and there's the slap. The Mold gets grit. A lot of grits tonight. Oh, slap miss at 58. What do we got? Samurai kick? He pushed him. He didn't go anywhere. He's like, nah, not tonight. Not today. Another slap at 80. The double grit. It's not enough for Jam and Jelly. Does 240 skill do anything special? Works in increments of 12.5? Yeah. But it's increments of 12.5 above your opponent's speed. So, like, say your opponent had 2 speed, you would need, like, 15 skill to gain an additional point. Alright, we're going into game number 3. Here we go. Ooh, long punch. It's very slappy. They both are, yeah. Oh, there's the power. Power roll assault, 47%. Brother, you're not surviving that. You did your best. The sandwich was eaten, mold and all. Monkey wins. Next up, Duck Wild and Lady Death. Duck Wild is a great name. Mold reminds me of Bill Murphy, even in build. It's a little bit different. Bill Murphy's only got slap chop, samurai kick, and rolling chop. I think that's all he has. Start a prediction. I literally don't even remember. He did so fucking bad. I really thought he was gonna kind of pop off, and then he didn't. It's hard to tell sometimes. You can't just like look at the numbers and be like, this will be good, unless, you know, it's something tried and true. When you're trying to make something off kilter, you just have to test it and see what happens. Best Gaboo build? It's funny that we had like, what's his name? Like Bill Nihilist, who would like always build Gaboo with jumping chop, and he's like, that's like the soul of Gaboo. 80% on Duck Wild. I don't really like jumping chop as a move. The foolery and the death final miss, crazy. I like it as a move. Like, it's a sick tech. It just, you know, the numbers are not there. All right, nobody can land anything. This is certainly something. Haven't heard from him in a minute. He hasn't been streaming too much lately. He's another grown-up boy like me. He's got a real job. All right, so Duck wins game one. Whole lot of missing there. Seeing a death final with 40% chance to hit was pretty crazy. Wants oh, hits flame. She's like, I'm gonna land one. 19%. Hell yeah, let's go for it. There's the anger. Got the guts regen. Is barely faster than the duck. The duck misses. Heal rate 32%. Ooh, not a bad percent. Not great, but like 1 in 3 is, you know, it's spooky if it's gonna kill. Ooh, the flare slap miss. The bounce stamp miss. She's still in it. Another flame at 30. She gotta keep swinging. She's gonna get the clock run down. She's angry. It's over. Duck wins. Duck wins. Ooh. All right. Dayton Airways and Raki Chun. Okay, this is killing me because, oh, it's spelled differently. I got a notification specifically that this monster is up, so I know it's up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, whatever. We'll just do the sussy German build on every Raki. Okay, prediction is live. 32 monster single limb? No, it's Swiss. There's 2 Germa spreads. They're both in the tournament tonight. Let's see what the tech loadout's like. Okay, we got 59 on the Raki. Okay, yeah, it's the exact same build. Damn! Dayton Airways mad about that, though. There's the power. The 1-2? Okay, Dayton Airways takes game 1. Your monster not go through? I submitted them on time. I don't see them. Brother, there's 200 monsters entered in the tournament. We're only doing 32 tonight. Blast shot miss. The stab? God damn, dude. It's not over, though. Another air shot miss. Blizzard is going to miss there. Air shot hits. A little bit of damage, a little bit of withering. Another air shot. Good crit on that one. Kick, gonna do a good chunk. Gives him power, he doesn't really need it. Fight miss at 47. What do we got? Weapon throw, it's gonna be enough. Raki takes game number 2. Blast shot, big damage. Stab miss at 44. Ooh, blast shot miss though. Didn't airway, still alive. Still hanging in there, missed the bite. The weapon hits. Anyone else got a sussy germ on tab we should know about? Oh, he grits. He survives the spin kick. The bite misses again. Oh, it's a stab. There's the grit. He's going to win on the tie. What a way to win. Dayton Airways, you did a real good job. Oops. You did such a good job that I entered it wrong in the score. Okay, next up, garlic bread and Cyclops. That was a good match. As close as it could get. We had a face, we had a heel, you know, everything you could ask for. Cinema. 200 skill minimum for Raki incoming. That'd be so funny. That might actually be like a good way to balance him out a little bit though. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you like? Moose Mountains is back? Yeah, but you don't win anything for it, so you're just spending points to be a degen gambler. What do we got? About 50-50 on this one. Phantom Claw, a little bit of damage there. A second one missed at 83%. Combination at 31. Holy moly. Alright, game. Next game. Slash Claws. Voted 20k and cat. Damn, we got a big bet at the end. 83% on Cyclops. Twister Claw, good damage. He's angry. Phantom Claw, gonna do a good chunk as well, but look at that guts regen. Plenty of time to make this back. The combination misses. Cyclops dodging, dip ducking, diving and dodging. Ooh, the stab misses. Another Twister Claw. It's not gonna be enough to KO, but Garlic Bread can't land an attack in game number 2. Game number 3, here we go. Phantom Claw opener again. Anger again. Second verse, same as the first. Or third verse, I suppose. 99 guts. Damn, hits the ice bomb. He could have just kept swinging at that point. Garlic Bread wins. Chomper and Bartholomew's. Bartholomew's? Bartholomeus. I don't know how it's pronounced. Chomper, though. I can pronounce Chomper. Oh, Chomper here. And this looks so much worse than, you don't need to censor H-O. Chomper. Chomper. Okay. Bartholomew. Okay, so they both got HO in their names, which means that they are illegal names. Prediction is live. Who do you like? Can't be calling people hoes. You can't. You miss censorship? Yeah, because, like, why would you think of that? Why would you think Chomper is, like, a bannable offense? They know your IP. They're in your walls. They can come get you. Censors in the same. They're really dumb. Also, capitalizing and breaks it. Okay, 93% on Chomper. If you really want it to not be censored, just put a capital letter in it. There's the anger. The I-beam. Good damage. Double anger, though. 2 lashes. Bop, bop. What's he got? Ooh, big miss there. Another I-beam. Bartholomew's is still hanging in there. The telekinesis, though! Picked him up, made him flap in the air like a little birdie. Put him down gently. Dies of embarrassment. Worm's like another really good build for running low skill. See these like 80% chances to hit with 200 skill. Whap, whap. The moves aren't very powerful, but they are really accurate. Oh, Tongue Slap missed at 72. That's huge. Tail Lash gonna miss at 87. I-beam's hitting, though. Gets anger. Bartholomew is hanging in there. Another Tail Lash miss at 90%, but he hits the somersaults. We're going to game number 3. So he's like uses telekinesis and monster range for 1, flips the opponent around. Yeah. Somersault. Hits him with a tail assault. Yeah, they're both swinging them tails. Gets him with a bite. Ooh, telepathy. I always wondered why Worm, like... Damn, big damage on that. He, like, moves his head to the side to get the bite. But I feel like that's not, like, significantly easier. The issue is the tusks more than anything else, right? Alright, Suezo's gonna take that. End characteristic, and it's Mochi. Because JP, doesn't know how to make a monster with soul. That's all we're gonna say. Boo this man. Boo. I know y'all like never wanted a Mochi to win more than you do right now. Okay. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? And a heal for nothing? That's certainly true. That is certainly true. Feeling Worms use those tusks to dig. So I imagine he just rams that shit into the dirt anyway so we can get the sideways bite. Maybe. You're gonna heal the same way the hamburger is? Like the hamburger or the hamburglar? This man hates hamburgers. That's crazy. What the fuck? What did they ever do to you, man? What did he mean by this? Oh my god. Who would enter an asshole top tier? I mean, I have a Kamui. I went with a really, like, silly build that, like, in theory is broken, but I think is better in heavyweight than in middleweight. 83% on end characteristic. Okay, good damage, but there's the anger, so he's got a big 50 guts lead. He still has the guts lead and the life lead, puts him in the yeller. Another death energy. Do we see a grit? We don't. Death energy opener. A little bit different than last time. What we got going now? Ooh, death punch. There's the anger on the Mochi. He's chilling, though. He can't do anything. Alright, well, he didn't do anything. That wasn't even... I don't know what to say about that. What can you do? Monster doesn't attack. Alright, Glass Joe and Captain Crunch up next. Oh, I forgot the apostrophe. When you say the name, don't forget the apostrophe. Also all caps. Okay, Captain Crunch and Glass Joe. This man's crunching glass, eh? Go crunch glass. Can't return champ for nothing. There are people out there who have substituted being good at video games for being good at things in real life. I don't know why I just thought of that. That just came to the dome. I'm not sure why I thought about saying it. 74% on Glass Joe. Here we go. Pigeon Bomb. Alright, well, that's big damage. Someone really good if they enter a Joker. I guess that's also true. The thing is, it's hard to be good at Monster Rancher, right? For as many tournaments as I've won, it's like a very, like, dubious honor to be good at Monster Rancher. I think there's, like, a skill in when it comes to gimmick tournaments where it's like, here's a set of rules no one has ever done before and figuring out what would be best in it. Not that, like, entering something goofy is inherently bad or whatever, right? But outside of that, like, there's a lot of, like, knowns. Captain Crunch. It looked like he was going to be having a bad night, and then he decided to turn it on. He won. That was it. That was 2 whole games. Dragging it out and Burley Brunson up next. Gimmick tournaments with weird rule sets are my favorite. That used to be literally all there was. Before we started doing leagues, those were the only tournaments where, like, what kind of dumb rule set can I come up with? I signed for DXBL. Don't remember seeing it on Discord. I don't know what to tell you, man. It was... That's like waking up and being like, oh, everyone's talking about the meteor that hit. Like, how come I didn't know anything about the meteor that wiped out New York? There's not much more I could have done to promote it. I literally mention it every single stream. It's in the description on every YouTube video. It's been in the title of every Twitch stream for like 4 months now. Like !DXBL. I literally open every stream talking about it. I don't know, man. It's in the Discord. There's always going to be someone who misses it, though. There's only so much you can do. 67% on dragging it out. Ooh, tail attack, big miss. Wing combo, do a little bit of damage. Slash claw, big damage there. Gives him fury, though. Thrust claw gonna miss. The combo missed, the thrust claw miss. He doesn't have fury anymore. Now he's dead. Dragon with 70 guts. I don't know. There's the anger immediately. Slash claw. It's at 42. Hits the thrust claw. Good chunk of damage. No fury this time. Burley landing more attacks than dragging it out. He is attacking way more often, but, you know. Dude. So many 80% misses. Oh, good crit on that. Burley Brunson, like, 1 hit away. Misses the slash claws. Dragging it out. Has a chance here. He will be dragging it out. Goes for the wing combo. It doesn't land, but it does run out the clock. Game number 3. Here we go. He did the thing. He did the thing he's supposed to do, which is tamer scammer. Time scam. Holy. Timer scam is what I was trying to say. That didn't work out at all. It's ruined. It's done. I made a mistake. Uno mas? Needs 1 more. Both monsters last hit. Thrust claw gonna miss. Thrust claw again, 38%. Pretty good chance to hit to win it. Miss at 35. 9 seconds left. The flutter at 90. He's gonna take it. Dragging it out. Hammer skimes it. And then wins straight up. Very close match, though. Both good builds. Alright, I Want You Died in Sussy Germa up next. Alright, it comes down to this. Don't tell Germa that there's a monster called Sussy Germa. This Saturday, by the way, we will be restreaming Germa's stream. He's doing a Monster Rancher tournament with some friends. Pretty, like, low-key. He doesn't have, like, graphics made or anything like that. Just, like, a goofy little thing. Prediction is live. But we will be, you know, doing the same thing we always do. We'll be doing little bets and all that. It'll be fun. He needs to know. No, don't be fucking weird. It's as easy as that. Don't be the weirdest guy. Do we know what time yet? No, I don't. I'll have to figure that out. Or someone else will have to figure that out and let me know. Like finals Dr. Bologna versus Nick Ribcage. Who's Germa? He's not like a huge streamer anymore, but he used to be like one of the biggest streamers. Okay. It's a different era now. 59% on I Want You Died. Now, like, the biggest streamers are like, you're not big if you're not pulling like 30,000 concurrent viewers. Or like, at least like 5 figures. Oh, Lightning at 50 gonna take it? Streaming a Monster Rancher event? Yeah, he's doing a little one with his friends. It's only like 7 or 8 like people he knows personally. But I talked to him and we're like, yeah, I'd love to restream or like be involved some way. And they're like, yeah, cool. If you want to restream, that'd be sick. He was excited to hear that there was a scene, but he wanted to be like, please don't make fun of me for being bad. It's like, yes, it's nobody will care. It's fine. We just want to watch it. So yeah, so we'll be streaming that on Saturday. Like I said, I don't really know the time yet, which is unfortunate, but I might not know till Saturday. I might just be like chilling, waiting for it to go live, and then hop on. Ooh, the twister kick. All right. Is that 2-1 or is that 1-1? I'm just gonna hit this in the time being. Because Hopper won game 1. Was that game 2? It was 2-1. Okay. Says he won to, okay. Too small and excited to see people give anyone shit. Yeah, our scene is like really cool for that. We've had to like tell people to cut it out in the Discord a couple of times when they're like, why are you running that? Why don't you run something like this instead? And it's like, brother, maybe because they got like their own brain. They don't want to just run a build that's like been made. Clover into Tommy Matt. The amount of builds I've made that have ended up being pretty good that were literally just like, this would be funny. Clover is Marina. It's pretty high. It's higher than you would expect it to be. Never gonna knock someone for running a monster. No, I have to like I had to like put my foot down a couple of times and be like, you guys are being weird about this. Like it's not that serious. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? And then we got one more match after this. I'm gonna take a quick break to go get some more water. Very thirsty today. I don't know why. I've had like my stomach's been acting up today. After I got home from boxing, I'm not sure why. This would be funny builds. I haven't been as lucky. I mean, I'm not always lucky. A lot of the time, this would be funny, and then it sucks ass. Like, do you guys remember the whatever his name is, Ivory Wall I made for lightweight? That was just like legitimately terrible, and we ran him once and then never again because I think he lost every practice match. I still have the VOD. I gotta upload that at some point. Okay, 50-50 exactly. Is that mono like the worst monster in the game? No. No, there's much worse monsters. I have run the worst monster in the game. And it won its first match of the tournament it went into. The one named after the car crash commercial, yes. Yeah, it was a really goofy stat spread. Mono's very good. And this is like the best mono in the game too, because there is a way to get a mono with a faster than normal guts rate, which is you cocoon it from a flower worm or a red worm, which has a faster guts rate than any mono normally has. Okay, so the Tommy Matt wins game 1 with a question mark, because I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's just the first game. Oh, okay. He got him with the Anton Chigurh. It's done. Call it, friendo. Kool-Aid and Astrolad. Our last match of round 1. Was it a 3-0? It was a 3-0, okay. Then do a challenge with 97-week Prince hair. Yeah, I mean, that monster is probably, like, the worst. Kool-Aid is Brian's. Okay, last match of round 1. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Did Real's question get answered? It didn't. I didn't see what you wrote. I don't know streamers with like 10,000. Well, I know how streamers with like 10,000 viewers do it, and it's they just simply ignore 90% of the stuff in the chat. I understand the formats. Those who win 3-0 advance the next rank. Yes. It's not really a next rank though. It's like it's just you move up a spot. You get like a mastery point, and then if you you lose all 3, you go down. Okay, 74 on Kool-Aid. Or sorry, 74 on Astrolad. A lot of tanks tonight. It do be like the easiest way to build for this format for sure. Cut in 2, dash slash, uno mas, power, doesn't need it, hits him with the gel top though. 192, he did need it. Also the flashing power there was, I'm sorry if anyone had a seizure. Oh, the 3 cube's gonna miss slash combo. Got him. Game number 2, here we go. Gel top, not what you want against tanks for the most part. That was crazy though, crit gel top into crit cannon. Made him angry and then blew him up. He's dead, Jim. Okay. Gel's gonna win that one. Let's do a quick break. Just 30-second break. I'm gonna go get some water and we will be right back with round 2. See you guys in a sec. All right, we're back. Sorry about that, folks. Also, my camera's like real low. There we go. Okay, so we gotta do game 3 of that. Yes, you hit him with the big spinny blade, and then you got hit with the cannon. Kool-Aid and Astrolad. The fact you can't just type here is crazy, considering you can type elsewhere in the game. This game also has like the funniest UI for setting your controls that I've ever seen in any video game, and like I am not exaggerating about that. Maybe we'll take a look at the end of the stream. I remember saying that on another stream, and then we never did. It's genuinely like unbelievably funny. Slash combo miss at 74. There's a stab. He's still in it. Cut into. So better than Retro Arch? It literally is not. It's the worst thing that has ever existed. Like, you're just being contrarian if you don't think it's the worst thing that's ever existed. He's got power. 1 second left? Well, he ends up winning, so there you go. I paid out the right side. It works out. Never unlucky. All right. Round 2. We got Burley Brunson and 1000 Sunny up first. It can be bad without being the worst. Yeah, things can be bad without being the worst, but it's hard to think of something that would be worse. There used to be like competitions for people to make the worst UI for something. And I remember there was one that won one year where it was like choose your volume control, and it was just a grid with like dots of like 1 to 100, and you would choose like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or like whatever like the volume you wanted instead of having a slider. And I remember that one year, and this is worse than that, and it was made on purpose and not as a joke. So one speed dodging just amazes me. I mean, when you're using moves that have like minus 20% chance to hit, it does happen. Okay. Predictions live. Who do you guys like? I just realized that we have a bye. Why do we have a bye? I only entered 32 names. Okay, I'm gonna... Sorry. Yeah. No, I entered 30... I must have, like, accidentally clicked on something. Okay. So we're just dumping one of the names. They'll just fight next time. It's not Atomo. Hold on. I'm gonna have to redo this. 1 second. Let me just take a quick picture of this. I have to, like, quite literally, like, restart the bracket to make this happen. It was like, things weren't gonna work out if I had to do it this way. There'd be a couple of people who got buys, and we don't want that. Settings, advanced options, reset bracket. Yes. Participants. Sorry, not Atomo. You're gonna be in the next one. If I knew I did that, I would have just, you know, not entered my own monster. I would have just let that happen, and I would have been in the next one. Okay, so, all right, my fucking search function doesn't want to work, so I can't even look at the image I just took. Let's go to Photo P and just dump it in there. Okay, so that works. So, rip the whip 2-0. Sorry, I gotta, like, redo all this. And I want to actually, like, watch the match, so... Duck Wild. This match might not actually happen, so that's why I have to do this. It might be seated differently afterwards. Oh, little hiccup. You have to do it in multiples of 4, or else you're going to end up with, like, extra... I guess for Swiss, you only need to do it in multiples of 2. So anyway, how was your day? Boxing today was sick. It's starting to feel like I'm like really like improving. I'm starting to be able to like see it, and like things that used to be difficult are like really easy now. Both like, I think mostly because of the weight loss, but then additionally just, you know, the extra skill. Okay, so that's done. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So this this match isn't actually happening. So we'll kill this. Okay, I'm glad we took a look first. Why is Citrine used for competitive Katos? Blue Kato makes sense. I don't know. People just like it better. Citrine is not like the common Kato. I would say Blue Kato is like more common still. Okay, I lost track where I was. First up, we got Rip the Whip and Chomper. Oops. Alright, well, we got there eventually. Little mistakes. Easier to proc anger. It had, yeah, but nobody wants Lick. I guess it does give you extra access to cover up the slot. But if that was the case, you would just go with Pink Kato instead. Kato Joker's common too. And the thing is, when you're using Kato, your maximum guts rate is still like pretty shitty. So it doesn't end up mattering that much. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? The only sad part of DXBL this go around is no welterweight, because we all know that's the most skill intensive format. It's already going to take like 12 years to finish this. I don't want to think about another format in there. Okay, 59% on Rip the Whip. They start outside of slot 4. Interesting. Tail Assault. Whip in retaliation. Chomper with a bigger guts. Well, a big guts lead, I should say. A bigger guts amount. Stabbing him. I don't think stabs from here will actually kill, no. Oh, he switched to whips. Alright. Chomper gonna take game 1. Your mom sat down next to you and is betting on monsters. What time to be alive? The yellow man only has one eye. He lost the other one in Nom. Alright. So it'd be sick if I used something other than basics, but what are you gonna do? Holy shit, man, that's actually crazy. But dodging that, I'll take it. Alright. You know, sometimes you sit there and you use the 9 force basic tech and there's nothing you can do. Oh well. He hasn't used the slot 2 attack yet, which is kind of interesting. It's not the most meaningful against a tank. Okay, next up we got Carnation, V2, and End Characteristic. Bar Nation, dude. And like this, like I got one letter wrong, so now I gotta like delete it and do the whole thing over again. Sometimes you hammer, sometimes you nail, sometimes you rip the whip. It is what it is. Car crash of a match, you could say. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you like? GG's Infinity. The dodged I-beam gave me hope. That was evil. People like Incarnation right now. No. Big bet on the favorite. I'm not here to play DX on mobile. Is it possible to compete here with mobile DX files? Is DX on mobile? I thought it was just on... Is it on, like, iPhone? Because the old one was, like, on iPhone and Android. But this one, I think, is not on Android. But either way, yes. Yeah, you can play. Death Punch. He's got real Fury. What do we see here? Real War Off. You're so dead, brother. Holy. That move doesn't do any damage, but it certainly does after Real wears off. Okay, game number 2. 99 Guts is sick work. It was 4 times Withering. Because he hit him with it under Fury, too. Smash Thwack, big damage. He's got Anger. There's the Fury again, but he doesn't have enough Guts to do anything. The Death Punch, that's going to take him out. Gotta keep him separated. He's still alive, though. Another Red Wisp. Minus 29 Guts. But end characteristic still swinging misses, though. Firewall 92. Will it be enough? Death Energy definitely is. That was a short Reel. Reel does have, like, the shortest animation. Or time to be up. T-Bolt Opener. Real bad for Carnation. Into the Red Wisp. I mean, I suppose. You're not going to be doing damage at a huge deficit like that. If you're going to swing something, it might as well be minus Guts. And 3 Death Punches, and characteristic wins it. And the crowd goes mild. Okay, Karazakar and Dragging It Out up next. Hey, 1 Ash, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Okie dokie. Prediction is live. What do you guys like? Love playing Suezo, iGalley, and Monster Hunter 1. Looks really cool in the animations. They took away his feet. Man doesn't have feet anymore. Don't remember which disc chip series Joker was in. You might as well spend all your points trying to figure it out. I don't remember. That was one of the funniest Red Wisps I've seen. Yeah. Crit Red Wisp in Fury Anger. Or Fury Real. 70% on Krausegar. Here we go. I mean, 24% doesn't go for it. He's chilling. He's big chilling. He's got the big chew. Goes for the spit. 44%. His most accurate tech on this build misses the I-beam. Another tail attack. Oh, chomp chomp. Another tail assault. Miss. A wing combo. Is it going to be enough? It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does take a very long time. Dragging It Out wins game number 1. Ooh, tongue slap. Big damage. Oh, tail whip miss at 76%. 17 tongue slap misses there. That is like a 1 in 6 chance. It's not nothing. He's angry. Doesn't need to be angry. Why are you so angry? Gets hit with the flutters. Good damage. He's still in it though. Huge guts lead. Gonna have a much better chance to hit. Goes for a tongue slap again. I don't blame him. The chewing misses at 41. Dragging it out. Chilling. I-beam miss. 4 seconds left on the clock. Into the flutters. He pushes him into the flutters. Beat his ass. Dragging It Out, gonna win that one. And now he is playing for 3 wins. So his end characteristic and Chomper. Dry Skin and Kool-Aid up next. Dry Skin only get matchups with hyphens in them, eh? I need to stop for my Kool-Aid now. You guys ever listen to Bracket? It's got no pulp, it's got no seeds. My mom loves the added C. I had to go, and I'll sit down in the weeds. Prediction is live. Bracket's sick. 30th anniversary of 4-Wheel Vibe just came out on Spotify, so it's finally available to listen to on Spotify for the first time ever, and that means nothing to any of you, but that is one of my favorite albums of all time, so pretty excited about it. What do we got for a bet here? 62% on dry skin. Fireball opener. Kool-Aid. He's got that cannon. Goes for a stab instead. Another fireball. Fireball has been the key. Gel top into the cannon. This should be enough. Yeah. Kool-Aid takes it with 1 life. Fuck. Whoops. Kool-Aid up 1-0. Pleasantly surprised Dragon Out has actually ran the clock twice. Yeah. I mean, he was dodging for his life in a couple of those. That's the funny thing about this format, right? Is that even though you can outscale skill with speed pretty easily, like if you have max speed in this and form, it gives you 625. So you have 125 more speed than they can possibly have skill, since it's capped at 500. But you can't run that much life with it. So it ends up being like riskier. And it ends up like not feeling that powerful, even though you can outscale it. Definitely more of a luck-based build. Just calling it a luck-based build is funny. It's like, how does your build win? How does it function? Oh, it gets lucky. Damn, the bite, but he grits again. Both monsters can attack. Stab not going to do enough. They can both swing another stab. There's the grit. Everybody grits. What do we get out of it, though? 3 cubes. Kool-Aid gonna take it. He had a chance. Kool-Aid takes that one 2-1. Next up, we got... Or 2-0, I should say. We got Brother Yu and Raki Chun. Ref, do something. He's not paying attention. Hey, Vib Ribbons, how you doing? Long time no see. Hope you've been well. Okay. Prediction is live. How do you guys like this one? So Death Thrust is going to be sitting around like 29%, 28%. Instant kill if it lands. Though I'm pretty sure crit triple stabs will also instantly kill. So hard to say. Hard to say what it should use. 96% on Brother. Brother. My brother. Twister kick. Good damage. There's the anger immediately. Weapon throw going to do a little bit. Death Thrust 30%. Misses, but he's back into it. Missed the stab throw as well. Another stab throw miss. At this point, swinging that's not that bad because it like will guarantee the win, and it's 1 in 3 chance. Smash miss. Smash lands, a little bit of damage there. Misses it again though. Spin kick. This is gonna do a good chunk, but it misses at 70% and a death thrust at 20. 1 in 5. He hits it. It's done. You're done, kid. Game number 3. Here we go. Working on a comic? Oh, that's sick, man. I'm happy for you. Sounds like you're doing well. Air shot, air shot. He's angry. Twista kick. It's a good enough. Raki-chan wins game number 3. Okay. Jam and Jelly and Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch only often... Well, I guess I was going to say he only has to fight foodstuffs, but the last one was glass. So that's only if you're JP. Huge upset on the betting, yes, but as far as who should have won that, the favorite one. You guys were crazy for betting the way you did. Okay, prediction is live. Part of this complete breakfast. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. This breakfast. I can't talk today. I'm stumbling over everything. Jam and Jelly goes for the roll assault opening. Very unlikely to hit. Giant blow. Huge accuracy on that. Blaze wall. Gonna finish him off. No, leaves him with 3 life. Crit boomerang can do it. It wouldn't have. It wouldn't have done enough. Would have left him with about 30. Another blaze wall miss at 83%. Jam and Jelly chilling. Probably just go for slap. Okay. Don't let me tell you what to do. There you go. See, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. This monkey. Mamma mia. Monkey mia. Another slap. Alright. He's not going to fall for it twice. Straight miss. Damn. Blaze wall. Good damage. Good crit there. Jam and Jelly just outside of being able to proc power. Gets hit with the second one. We're going to game 3. Ref call this man out of the ring for mid-set coaching. Every other sport allows it. It's just Smash players who are babies about it. Ooh, the roll assault. Big damage. There's the grit. Blaze wall. Big damage. Imagine telling a boxer you couldn't have mid-match coaching. Power slap. Miss. Another blaze wall. He's going to do it with the grit. Okay, prediction goes to the wall, or the cape. Cape and crunch even. 2-1. Duck Wild and Sussy Germa up next. My only boxing experience punch out says mid-match coaching is what the coach does. It is. That's true. Everyone knows they're called brothers. All right, my bad. Imagine taking widely accepted jargon and saying no, they're called dittos. I mean, they do some things correctly, though. Hey, King Fuelo, thanks for the sub. Or the follow, I should say. Like, predictions live, by the way. Smash calls casual games friendlies. And FGC calls them casuals. And that comes from arcade culture more than anything else. But friendlies is a term that exists throughout sports. Like, casuals doesn't exist anywhere else. You don't have like an exhibition match and call it a casuals. Like it's friendlies. Ditto sounds better. It doesn't. It doesn't sound better than mirror match. I'm sorry, brother. You're wrong on this one. I love you, but you're wrong. 52% on Duck Wild. Here we go. That's with the kick. German gonna win it. Flutter slap, big ol' miss. Big ol' miss. We gotta call them brothers. Twinsies. Oh, the big air shot on the crit. He's still in it, though. I-beam's gonna miss there. Sussy Germa with a huge lead. 5 seconds left on the clock. I don't think he can lose this. Doc Wild doing his best to dodge and stay in it, but he's done. Brother fights are definitely, you know... I didn't know what Fake was talking about when he mentioned it at first, but he's absolutely spitting. They are called brothers. Duck math not work out? I don't know what that means. Garlic bread and Tatami Matt up next. Duck stats might not be legal. Maybe. We can take a look. You guys are aware there's a duck in with like 4 in every stat, right? Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? %93 on the wall, eh? Scratch for a little bit of damage. Down to half health, but he's got that Ray. Hits him with the zap. They're even. Tommy Matt has a huge guts lead now. Ooh, spike stabs. Good grit, though. Garlic bread still in it. Needs something big, and the big is not coming from that side of the screen. Mono do be hitting hard. Is it Shell's ducking? No, it's not Shell's ducking. Shell's got the mochi. It's mochi. Ooh, Ray miss at 91. Huge, huge miss. Ice Bomb, good crit. Spike Bite gonna do big damage. Though Tommy Matt gonna take that. What? Are you suggesting that Shells didn't vet his own monster and by virtue of that he entered something cheated? Dayton Airways and Thanatos DX up next. Okay. Predictions live. Who do you guys like? Big if true for sure. This is going super fast, by the way. I'm pretty excited about that because it means I think we can probably do 48 in the next one. No Bajarls today, no. So we have 32 here. There's about 50 something monsters left. Originally, I was going to do like 24 and then another 32 or something, right? But if I keep doing 32, these might be over pretty quick. I might be able to do like 40. It's strange, right? Like we're halfway done and it's like 9:45. I thought it was going to take a lot longer. I guess it makes sense. It'll only be 16, 32, 48 matches, right? And it's normally like 60-ish for a 32-man bracket. 40 would be 20, 40, 60. Yeah, so 40 might be the sweet spot. 81% on Dayton Airways. Hits the death energy. 1-2. If we end a little bit early tonight, we might... let's see what time it is. We might pivot to like Pokemon Auto Chess or something. Damn! Hits him with the Death Scythe and he's done. Blizzard, big damage. Also, yeah, 81% on Dayton Airways. Thanatos going to make people money. It's looking like it, but he's not out of it yet. There's the bite, 95%. They can both swing. Who's going to swing first? Death Slash hits. There's the grit. Dayton Airways can attack before his opponent. He can finish this off. Hits him with the 1-2. There's the grit, though. They both got about 20 guts. They can both swing. Who's going to swing? Oh, the Death Punch comes out. Thanatos DX takes game number 2. Very close. Glass Joe in the Mold up next. It's not too bad if we can get like 40 monsters done, because it does mean, you know, we'll be able to do more, or like have more people see their monsters fight sooner. Everyone's monsters will fight the same amount of times, and the way we will determine that is once we get to the end, there's going to be a handful of monsters that have fought one less time. But because of the way that the Swiss bracket works, we could simply put all those monsters into their own little bracket at the end. Not necessarily the fairest way to do it. Like, some of those monsters might be really strong, some might be really weak, you know, and just luck of the draw. But you know, there's only so much we can do. We'll make sure every monster's fought the same amount of times. Oh, weight classes? Yeah, this is lightweight. Yeah, being able to run both power and intelligence is pretty interesting. There's a lot of like mixed format or mixed attacker formats now. There wasn't for like quite a while. 72% on the mold. Also, I didn't like advertise this tournament to Japan at all. That's not, you know, I didn't do anything nefarious. It wasn't like they're not allowed, but I feel like it might be difficult to get them on board to have all their monsters uploaded every time because of the language barrier and all that. This is me like going backwards and like manufacturing an excuse because like I straight up forgot to put it in the Japanese Discord. Combination miss, gonna miss. The miss will miss, I suppose. What other mixed format stats are there? This is like the simplest one, I think. It gets more complicated for all the others. Damn, the double bomb miss. Next fight night gonna also be lightweight, or will it be middleweight or heavyweight or something? It's probably gonna be lightweight. We want to get everyone's monster to fight once. The Japanese tournament, you made 3 monsters in to happen. I saw that. Yeah, it's I don't know when that's happening. How will we know what format's going forward from week to week? You will be notified ahead of time if your monster is fighting or not, and which monster needs to be uploaded. Same way we did with this first one. You'll be given like 48 hours notice to get a monster uploaded. And then, yeah, it's up to you at that point. I feel like, you know, 24 to 36 hours notice. 24 might be like cutting it close, but you should realistically be able to get something done. I understand work happens and things like that and you forget. But what was I gonna say? I went to the Ghosty 2-1. But I think like 36 or more hours is like enough time that even if you're working and like you aren't going to be able to watch the stream and you know you're working a triple or whatever, you can still get it figured out. And if you like really can't and you let me know ahead of time, we can like, you know, maybe furlough you to another tournament or whatever. But all the monsters should be made and done, and then they'll get added in. And then tomorrow I'm going to start putting together the ladder. I don't have anything set up yet tonight, but we'll start putting it together. Okay, prediction is live. Ghost got hands in the rated E for everyone. He was going nuts. Lord Umbran, thank you for the sub. Very kind of you. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Yeah, I very much appreciate everyone supporting the channel this month specifically because of, you know, the extra incurred costs from getting in a car accident and all that. Insurance doesn't cover everything. It doesn't cover a significant portion of it, but, you know, not everything. Okay, 80% on I Want You died. $99 guts, look at that. Hopper, oh, you're so dead. Barely, though. Hope it gets fixed. Yeah, it's gonna be, you should be ready for Friday, is what they're saying. I miss my car, man. The car they gave me is, like, newer. Also, crit flame. That's rough. The car they gave me for the rental is like a 2024 Corolla. And like, you know, it's obviously newer than my car. It's got a lot of like updated features in terms of like the console and just basically everything is like, you can tell it's like a new generation. And then my car actually had kind of older like display options and things like that, because they knew they weren't going to be making Lancers anymore. So all of the like onboard like media stuff and things like that were like a generation old, because they were just like, we're not making this car anymore. We're not going to engineer a new thing for it. Get attached to the car you've had for a while. Also, I just miss being able to accelerate. This car, for whatever reason, if I'm going from like, you know, it's an automatic. It's not standard, but you can tell when it's like gearing up, when it's shifting, just based on the way the car is moving. If I'm trying to go from like first to second gear and I just floor it, if I fucking floor it, it revs to like 7,000 RPM, and then I can feel it like click in afterwards. Like it just doesn't do anything. It's still going like 15 at like 7,000, and then it's like boom, and then it starts going. And I think my car, if I floor it, it's very rare I can like get it above 5 as an automatic, because it's just it's quick on like the uptake on the next gear. 60% on Clover. An accident basically a year ago, and was basically nudged by a bigger car, but it warped my dinky plastic frame and they never found the part and scrapped it on me. Oh no. I thought mine might be scrapped because like the radiator is completely fucked up and the entire front end is garbage, but apparently they fixed it for about $5.5 grand, which seems very cheap to me. So I hope they don't have a radiator in there that's just like a couple of elastic bands and like a fan spinning. I hope it's an actual radiator. Or maybe some of it was subsidized or whatever. But I've got the check sitting here that I got to give to the body shop that I got from insurance. Twister Claw doing big damage. Twister Claw is like a pretty good option in this matchup. Clover's got that really high speed somersault. It's going to do big damage, but he's living. Similar builds. The bite takes it though. Clover wins that one. You can get above 6 if you floor to my car. Yeah, mine, it won't let me. It's like maybe 5.5 at the absolute max. And that's like first gear. And like I can feel it like pump to the second gear like pretty quick. Okay, yeah. But this one is just like, it revs so loud and then like nothing's happening. And it's like, why are you doing this? It feels like I'm gonna somehow redline this automatic. Alice and Bartholomew's. Hamster on a wheel, yeah. I'm not like a super big car guy. Like, I know enough about cars. I know the parts. I've played Need for Speed Underground too. I know I gotta go get upgrade package, performance package 2 or whatever. I'm sure they're just installing performance package 2 right now. Prediction is live. It's gonna make my acceleration and handling go up a little bit on the meter. Stuck on mobile because your cat's laying on top of me? Hell yeah. I think I'd be worried if I had my car just go that far into RPM before changing gears. Yeah. Engine's just noise complaint generator for sure. And like my Lancer is not like, it's not a tuned Lancer. It's just a stock ass Lancer. It's like 150 horsepower or something. Which, you know, for like a basic economy sedan is pretty good. Like really good. I'm pretty sure the Toyota I'm in is like 105 or something. Okay, Alice. Wait, was it Alice? No, Bartholomew's with the 52%. Miss both my monsters rounds where we ball anyway. There's a third round. Don't worry about it. You can still watch. You can still cheer them on. Schammerschalt. Oh, she hits the pat for the win. Legendary pat finish. Classic host of Wheel of Fortune pat finish. Hits the angry somersault. Gives her the fury though. Fury of the storm. Hit something. No, alright, it's okay. Lightning. That's the fury of the storm. There you go. Into the flame. Schlap. Uno mas? No, gonna get smoked. She's still alive. 7 seconds left. She can swing another slap. She's gonna take it. There's the grit, but she wins on the tie. Holy moly. It looks like it's tied, but it is not. She wins. Alice gonna win that one 2-0. Or 2-1? I don't remember. I think it was 2-0, right? Matrix 132 horsepower and she accelerates real smooth. Feels good. Fushigi and its mochi. You know, I was actually like wondering like what I would get for my next car if they just wrote this one off. And I have no idea. They need to start making station wagons again. But I also don't want to spend like 90 grand on like a nice Volvo. There's got to be like a... Oh, there's no hyphen. There's got to be like a nice middle ground. Oh, it's tilde. Ties don't constitute a rematch. It wasn't a tie. So... It only shows up to 1 decimal point, but it calculates to 2. And because one monster had 299 maximum health and the other one had like 349, 1 divided by 349 is a smaller number than 1 divided by 299. So as long as there's a differentiation in the hundredths place, it will still calculate one monster as the winner. If they are completely tied, it does a tiebreaker on amount of guts used, damage dealt, and accuracy. And whoever wins the most of those 3 categories will win the tiebreaker. So if you did more damage and you used more guts, but your opponent was more accurate, you'll still win. We'll see ties occasionally, like straight up ties occasionally, where both monsters miss every attack. And they don't do any damage. And then, you know, they use the same amount of guts. It's very rare, but it's possible. What rabbit breed is that? That's wild hair. That's mixed with worm. 89% on Fushigi. Use Volvo 240 turbo diesel. I should buy like a Supra and put like a camper on the back. That's my station wagon. Of the Tigger pattern? It is kind of. He's a stripy boy. The true ties, we have seen monsters hit attacks. Yeah, it's true. Kushi gonna win that one barely. 750R? I am a big Volvo fan. It has something to do with growing up with one. I had the station wagon growing up with the crank sunroof. Didn't have power windows. I think the front windows were power windows, but the back windows were not. It's Mochi wins a game. We're going to game number 3. Station wagons going the way of the Dodo in North America to make more room for SUVs is a tragedy. I fully agree. I could not agree more. You're like, why would you want a station wagon? You can buy a hatchback if you want something smaller, and an SUV if you want something bigger. Don't think about it if you want something in the middle. You're not allowed. Though, to be fair, the American consumer also didn't know that like the A&W 3rd pounder was bigger than the McDonald's 1/4 pounder, and so that failed. So, you know, it's... The customer doesn't always have their own best interest in mind. They're not always smart enough to be able to parse a good deal. Fushigi gonna win that one. People bought Fushigis. There's another good example. That shit like was actually popular. That's crazy. Clank Norris and Burley Brunson up next. Hamburgers and whoop beer. You guys remember that? It's not Albert and Walters. Hamburgers and whoop beer. That was some old like albino black sheep shit. I don't. Their hamburgers were smaller, so I didn't go. Brother, it's it's not an actual W. That's so good though. That's so funny. Third pounder does have lighter energy than quarter pounder though. Yeah, if you're unbelievably stupid. I suppose. It doesn't have as much. The name doesn't have as much cachet. I understand what you're saying. I get it. I'm not arguing with you. It was bad marketing, but also fundamentally stupid populace. I don't know, man. It would have failed here too. It's not like Canada's better in that regard. We're just as dumb. We just pretend we're not. 74% on Clank Norris. Trinity Pounder or something. Just call it like the big fucker or something, and it's like you get more than the quarter pounder for the same price. Don't call it like the third pounder. Third is mid. Quarter is incredible gravitas. You're spitting. SUV crossovers are so funny because like 95% people who never take them offloading or anything. Off-roading, even. The big pounder? Call it the big pounder. That was a 2-0, right? I need a beat for big fucker. Macho would beat a big fucker. Hell yeah. Oh my god. I think that's 2-0, right? Tell me you didn't like the product or regretted signing the contract with them. Oh, yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, Heart Attack Grill's doing okay. Just, it's like customer base is alive somehow. 1000 Sunny and Astrolad for our last match of round 2. Also, one sec. Do I have to work early tomorrow morning? Let me just check this while we're getting the prediction up. Prediction is live. Who do you like? Okay, I gotta be 8 a.m. Okay. So I gotta be there for 8 a.m. So maybe we'll just end the stream when it ends. We won't try and force it with another thing. 71% on Astrolad. Certified for what? Glue eating. I caught this late. I'll watch this one and then hop out. Yeah, I mean, you can always just watch the VOD for sure. But these will be uploaded even. Uploaded as like videos to the YouTube channel. It's like I still don't have thumbnails for the videos when they go live on YouTube. But I feel like people aren't like super interested in watching those VODs after the fact. The numbers definitely aren't there for it. So I think if I upload it as like a full video, like cut up the preamble and the thing at the end and throw it up, it usually does a little bit better. But I still have like a lot of videos from last year to throw up. We are slowly getting through it, me and Project L, who's been helping me edit. The Chiquita Yida build is done. That'll be uploaded later this week. But I think just based on how much stuff I have, we'll probably be doing like 3 videos a week for the next little bit, just till it's, you know, out. Thousand Sunny wins that one 2-1. Hey, told you how you doing. No, it was 2-1. Thousand Sunny won game 1. Unless there was a grit and he came back and killed him, but I'm pretty sure it was he killed him. And then the other guy won game 2. And then game 3 just happened. That's correct, right? It was 2-1. Yeah, 2-1. Thank you. Okay, Chomper and Raki-chan up next. Now we're into it. These monsters have both won. So whoever wins this moves up. Okay, prediction is live. We got Chomper and Sussier Germa. Oh, fuck. My shoulders are sore from boxing, man. Also, like, my left shin is, like, almost... It feels like I have shin splints, kind of, but not really. Just, like, been doing a lot of, like, extra skipping and stuff. But then, like, my Achilles tendon on my right foot has been, like, killing me. Not enough to, like, stop me from being able to train, but, like, after I slow down and I've been, like, sitting around for a little while, when I try and get up, it's like, ugh. Do your points cap at 3 and you try to keep them there, or are there different tiers and increments of 3? So basically how it's going to work is when you win, if you win 3 games, you move up to the next rank. And then, like, you know, it'll be recorded that you've won 3 times, but it no longer matters. If you lose 3 in your next one, you'll go back down. It's not like, oh, you won 3 and then you lost 3 in your next one, so it's cumulative and, like, it adds up. It's not like that. And so if you win 2 in this one, you'll have to win at least 2 in the next one to move up. Okay. 62% on Chomper. It'll make sense once I have the ladder set up, Macho. Into the weapon throw? Damn! The crit twister kick into weapon throw. Game number 2. Blast shot, big crit there. He's literally crit 3 attacks. Hits the I-beam with the anger. Telekinesis miss at 59. That is his most accurate attack. Very unfortunate for him because that would have been a kill for sure. There's anger again. Tongue slap. Maybe the worst move to use there. Telepathy, gonna miss at 29. I think that's it. Chomper had a chance. Raki-chan gonna move up though. So our first monster to win 3, unsurprising, it is, you know, carbon copy of the best build in this format. And characteristic and Captain Crunch up next. We haven't seen any Phoenixes. Maybe there are Phoenixes. Maybe people made them, but they just weren't featured tonight, you know? Definitely need that telekinesis. That's a tough one. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah. Okay. Prediction is live. Who do you like? You have a bird for heavyweight? Yeah, we got a speedy build. Is he going to hit the opening death energy? That's what it comes down to, I think. Okay, 76% on end characteristic. 49. Misses the giant blow at 81. That's fucking crazy. Hit him with a giant blow of his own. We got that shit at home. Death Punch missed at 35. Blaze Wall, big damage. Damn, the Death Punch. He was cornered and he just went in swinging. Game number 2. Here we go. Death Smash missed at 29. Thunderbolt, probably not. Fuck, man. Alright, well, what are you going to do? He grits. He's got a lot of guts. What's he going to swing with? Heavy blow, good damage. Not a ton of damage. Now the Death Energy misses at 48%. Another heavy blow? It's not going to be quite enough, but he does have the guts to keep attacking. 8 seconds left. What do we see? Blaze Wall, 85%. Captain Crunch with the real long grit comeback. Still rocking that 1402 stat total. Yeah, I know. JP's still a cheater. Doesn't know how to do math, but, you know, we already knew that. It's a Death Smash. Blaze Wall, 82%. Doesn't proc power. Death Punch miss. Death Punch miss. They both got 50 guts. Hits a heavy blow. Death Energy gonna land. And that's it. I should just, you know, like, ban and characteristic. For being over cap. Dragging it out in Sussy Germa. Let's get a vote. Should I make JP remake his monster and re-enter it? One's in the chat if you want to see that happen. To remove 2 points. You make it as a different main breed? Ban the bad Joker, man. We're seeing ones. Okay. Prediction is live. But I consider Gaboo Soldier a quarter pounder mon or a third pounder mon. One that knows with one thinking of diving into the competitive scene. I think he's a quarter pounder mon for sure. Do we have a running tally on how much that point mattered? He had like 8 life left at the end. %66%. If he ever won by 1 HP, I would probably give the other monster the win. Like, if I'm being completely serious. 60% on Dragon It Out. Hard matchup for Dragon. Or for both of them, really. Neither can hit. Air shot miss, weapon throw miss. Germa versus Germa at home. Yeah, it hits the weapon throw at 18%. You're going to land some if you're swinging that much. Dragon does have the better chance to hit. Ooh! Very slight lead for Dragging It Out, I do believe. Oh, hits a spin kick. That'll do it. He had 2 life left in game 2, but then lost anyway. Yeah. Wing combo. Good chunk of damage. Sussy German down to half health. Goes for the air shot. It is like probably his best option. Hits the tail attack. It's not enough though. You gotta put him on the ground. When Flutter misses, it looks so impotent, man. It's like, what were you trying to do? All you gotta do is like swing your wings and you couldn't make it happen. The kick miss. 14 seconds left on the clock. The blast shot, it's gonna miss. Weapon throw. He's got to hurry. Double crit chance. Not necessary. Ooh, wing combo run down a lot of the clock. One more weapon throw for time's sake, and he misses it. Game number 3, here we go. There's the anger, another bite. Twister kick. A lot of guts used there. Wing combo. Ooh, probably would have killed if it hit. Air shot gonna miss on the 30. Tail attack miss at 26%. Twister kick. That's like a quarter chance to just like instantly win. 14 seconds left on the clock. 12 by the time I ended that attack. Air shot lands. Good crit there. Gives him fury. Dragging it out. Gonna advance with the others. One of the first monsters in a very long time to beat Sussy Germa. Macho made a good build. Kool-Aid and Tatami Matt up next. No, wait, there's no hyphen. There's no Kane in Citizen Kane. Okay, prediction is live. Certainly more creative than mine. You didn't even make one. You didn't even make a new one. I'm just gonna enter the same shit. Okay. 82% at the Tommy Matt. Okay, big opening spike stabs. He's like, I got stabs. Hits him with the gel top. Tommy Matt, big life lead. Hits him with the charge. 2 charges. Duplicate charges on my card. Call American Express. The Tommy Matt wins game number 1. What we got for game number 2? Cannon opener? Oh, spike by miss at 73. Hits him with the spike stabs after, but big guts deficit. Does mean that it didn't matter much. Cannon gonna hit at 77. Kool-Aid takes game number 2. He's reigning champ. Would feel wrong not to do it. Yeah, that's fair. Another cannon opener gives him anger immediately. He needs to swing this, though. He needs spike stabs. Spike bite. Huge guts lead. The crit is enough. 1 tapped. The Tommy Matt is going to take it. Next up, Astrolad and Lady Death. Yeah, I love Cannon. Cannon was one of the only moves that didn't get like changed at all in hard mode. It's like a very like, this is good. There's nothing wrong with it though. It doesn't need to be buffed. It doesn't need to be nerfed. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Tommy Matt wins that one 2-1. So is it 4? Yeah, our 4 monsters that have won all 3 matches and are going to be advancing to First Dawn are Raki Chun, End Characteristic, Dragging It Out, and Tatami Matt. That's our first like top cut. His whole name changed? No, it didn't. What are you talking about? Am I missing something? Is there like an old bit that I don't remember? 54% on Astrolad. Oh, 142. Slash combo 73. That'll do it. Game number 2. Trying to beat Durhan as a tank is a scary proposition. It's enough. Walks forward, uses the move that kills tanks. Okay, it's Mochi and the Mold up next. The Mold. So this like next chunk of monsters have won 1 and lost 1, so they can't win or lose. Like they can't gain or lose a ranking. Prediction is live. Is it Mold 02? I'm sure it's 1-1. Is it 02? The Mold. The Mold, it is 02. It's Mochi is also 02. It's not, it didn't put these in like the right order. But yes, yeah, they're both 02. All right, so whoever loses this loses a point. Normally, I thought it would give me the winners, the middle, and then the monsters that have lost twice. But it did not do that. Yeah, it looks like it's the 8 monsters who have lost both. Because Astrolad was 2. Astrolad lost both as well, yeah. That's strange that I did it that way. That's fine, though. Classic challenge. Yeah, well, it's free. 88% on the mold. Here we go. So whoever loses this gets demoted. Lady Death goes down 1, yeah. And they're swinging. Neither wants to be demoted. They like where they are. At 0, chilling. Headbutt? Not enough, though. Headbutt's got to be, like, one of the worst techs. The mold gonna take that one. And a real slobber knocker. Game number 2. Here we go. Long punch. Good damage on that. Mochi kind of just wants to stay in slot 4 or use 1-2 thrust, and that's it. Good damage and withering. Mochi beam. Miss at 51%. The long punch comes out. Good crit there. Mochi's still chilling, though. Samurai kick gonna come out. This Mochi doesn't like to attack, but he's got grit. The Mochi beam hits. 8 seconds left on the clock. He is gonna take it on the grit comeback. Game number 3. Here we go. They're in it. They're in it to win it. Or they're in it to not lose, I suppose. Mochi Ray at 90%. He could have done something. He did nothing. There's the thrust. Gonna give the Gaboo a ton of guts. Misses the second thrust. He had fight active, which is something you don't see too often. There's the grit. He's still chilling. Both monsters can swing like a million attacks. Samurai kick at 81 is gonna miss. The Mochi's live. 63 on thrust. Big miss there. Nothing in slot 3 for either monster. 1-2 thrusts. It's gonna miss. 1 second left on the clock. Goes for the headbutt. Crit would do it. No, doesn't get it. The mold is gonna take that. Very close. Mold takes it 2-1. All right. Bartholomew and Clank Norris up next. Why did I say bark? Clank Norris. Here we go. I believe Clank Norris is 0-2. Yeah, it's, you know, what are you going to do? Sometimes you lose. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Mochi went 9-4 in the round robin last night. Unfortunate. That's really good. He's no Raki Chan. Yeah, he's different. Okay. 85% on Bartholomew's. Last shot doing a little bit of damage. Clank Norris probably wants to stick to the power techs in this matchup. A little bit more bang for the buck damage-wise. Ooh, 2 lashes, good damage there. Clank Norris goes for air shot. It's something. It's not a lot of damage. Twister kick to finish it off would probably be the play, or double weapon throw. Gives him guard, though. Oh, he might survive it. He's going to live, but he does not win it. Clank Norris wins 33% of his life left. Game number 2. Is there a place where I can read up on how the scoring system works? Yeah, in the original DXBL document. I'll link it in the DXBL 4 channel. It's not linked right now, but it will be. Somersaults. Good damage. He's got anger. Oh, dodge the tail lash at 90%. Air shot. He needs a lot back-to-back, though. Weapon throws. He's gonna get it. Wow. Dodges the 90% to win it. Sometimes it'd be like that. Clank Norris wins that one 2-1. Or 2-0, I should say. Very, very close. Missing the 90% to lose always feels bad. Cyclops and Dayton Airways up next. I was not even close on that. Holy. Daytona. Rolling Stone. Okay, here we go. Predictions live. Who do you guys like? Yeah, this is strange because it's like, hold on. I guess we'll get to the bottom of this soon enough, but yeah, okay. So last 3 matches were all monsters who lost both theirs, or is it all 4? Tatami Matt? No, Tatami Matt won 1. Okay, so Kool-Aid and Tatami Matt was all wins. Then this is all 4. Yeah, okay, then everything else after this. Gotcha. So the Astrolad Lady Death, It's Mochi in the Mold, Bartholomew and Clank Norris were all fighting to not get demoted, and then Cyclops and Dayton Airways is the last one. It's just weird that it's not like set up this way. Going in on all Cyclops, sucker for Homer reference. He does kind of look like Homer Simpson too, which his classic catchphrase, Cyclops. That's the thing he always says. Who had a Triceratops in here? Is the Triceratops going to win? Dodge is at 72%. Oh, big scratch. He grits, though. Kato's grit animation might be one of my favorites. He does a full-ass backflip. He's like, psych, you thought I was dead? Call an ambulance, but not for me. Nuts oil. That's true, he did say that. He did say the funny one. Have you guys found Cool Homer? He shows up in a couple of the episodes. I fucking love that post, man. There's a Homer that's just like the colors of the trans flag, and it says, "This is Cool Homer. He appears in some of the episodes." It's not that funny, but like, that was 2-0, right? Yeah. We're doing this for the fun of it. All right. See, he could have won if he wanted. Okay, Dayton Airways with the 2-0. All right, Rip the Whip and Glass Joe up next. Sounds like an awesome Homer. Yeah. I think that was Simpsons Hints. I'm not on Twitter anymore. I feel like, you know, still like actively using it. I know there's like a lot of like good artists and stuff on there that have not migrated to Blue Sky, and Blue Sky feels a little bit sterile because of it. But, you know, I think at this point you are like actively condoning the actions of, you know, those who are in charge. Predictions live, by the way. Simpsons cheat codes. It's my favorite shit posting site. Right, but like, you know, the guy in charge was like actively trying to annex the country I live in, so it's kind of hard to justify, you know, supporting that. And as soon as they found out that, you know, Canada owns like trillions of dollars of like United States Treasury bonds that they could just sell off whenever they wanted, and like, you know, do a bank run with the rest of the world to instantly bankrupt the U.S. They're like, you know what? We were just joking about all that. 70% on Rip the Whip, by the way. Numbing stab miss. Soundwave. The first time he used it, it's a little bit of damage at least. Holy fuck, man. He does not like using that slot 4. Gets bonked with the uppercut. The pigeon bomb? It's going to be enough. Rip the Whip. I don't think he's meant for this world, man. He does not know how to fight. We trained him wrong on purpose as a joke. Oh, there's the violent shell. There's some damage. He's in it. He's chilling. Toy hammer? Damn, big crit toy hammer. Stab miss at 83? You hate to see it if you're me, and you love to see it if you're everyone else, I guess. Another crit? Are you serious? Holy shit, dude. Alright, well. Game was not kind to me today, but that is how it goes. Prediction goes to Glass Joe. 2-0 on that one. Rip the whip, indeed. Carnation and I Want You died. Carmation, even. All rip, no whip? No, it's all... Well, I mean... It was all whip as well, which is also not good. Neither of them are good. If your guy loses this, there's no change to his rank, correct? But if he loses twice, next time he fights, he will be demoted. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you like? You're looking like a Beyblade, so I voted for him? That's fair. You know, I like him. He just, he hasn't gotten over the jitters yet. If you win at least one round, you stay the same, yeah. A strong contingent of Vermonters who have been begging Quebec to annex us. Want the free healthcare. Being part of Quebec has its own challenges, I'm sure, though. 76% on I Want You died. Get ready to learn French. Oh, thwack. Big damage there. The jab. Another thwack. The jab. The power. The jab. He still got the power, but it's not enough. I Want You died. It just has way too many guts. If you go 1-2 twice, you lose rank. You go 2-1 twice, you gain rank. Yep. It's like half a rank, basically. Smash thwack. Good damage into the heavy blow. Carnation gonna win game number 2. We're going to game 3. French is just different Italian and Spanish. Wait till you find out what English is. Oh, you withering, dude, you withered him for 22 guts, and by the end of the animation, he already had the 22 guts back. That's so crazy. Oh my god. He's got Fury. He's still in it. Oh, no, he didn't get to do it. God's language? That's the one Jesus spoke, right? I'm pretty sure. That's why the Bible's written in English. I don't know if I can finish that bit. Yeah. Dry Skin and Clover up next. Checks out. I mean, it makes perfect sense to me. It's getting late for you. I understand. We're almost done, though. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more matches, including this one. Hey, we got a Zilla. Look at that. Okay, 70% on Dry Skin. Here we go. Okay, that's game 1. Fireball definitely been the move of the tournament for him. He always tries to mix it up. You never stray from the formula, man. Ooh, somersaults, a little bit of damage there. He's got the anger. Another fireball. The ease. Look at that, 7% chance to hit fireball. Somersaults. Ease had worn off by that point, I think, but still. All right, he hits tail. He's in there. What do we see? He's got enough guts to use something cheap. He's not going to get to use it, though. Clover wins game number 2. It's been super overcast all day. It always makes me feel really out of it. Me too, man. It was really nice today, though. Today and yesterday have both been, like, super nice weather. Bite, bite, bite. Oh, misses. He's back in it. Tail lashes on the 50-50 and tries to give him the little twerky twerk and misses. What do we got? Fireball, 31%. It's the tail lashes. Dry skin, gonna take that one. Rankings are per monster. All right. So. Dry skin, gonna win that one. 2-1. Brother, you and Alice up next. I think dry skin's still my favorite lightweight. It's like, the build is like pretty compact for what it is, right? Everything it can swing except for like claw is pretty impactful. Nothing is like unbelievably expensive. Fun build. I was going to make a Zoom for the DXBL this year, and I just kind of ran out of time. It was going to be my second heavyweight. Okay, prediction is live. Is that brother? What? $99% on brother you. Did one from middleweight, sick. Damn. Bolt can do a little bit of damage. Not a ton, but does have the guts to keep swinging. Do you got the guts to keep swinging? Give him a little slap. A little slap. Rear leg kick. Gotta finish him off. Brother you takes game number 1. Is this the second Pixie they've had to fight? I forget who else they had to fight. Racky. Thanatos DX. Oh, okay, so no. Rear leg kick. A little bit of damage there. Hooah. 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 Oh, stab throw. Good damage. So that's 2 games, right? Take out her shins. Slapping him right in the front of the horse. It wasn't enough, though. What's the least popular monster in lightweight? I don't know. Yeah, you have to unlock Wild Saurian. Yeah, Centaur 1, yeah. You have to unlock all the enemy mons. Krasakar and Fushigi up next. Golem? Yeah, Golem's not super popular in lightweight. Okay, prediction is live. Monsters with high starting stats. Yeah, that as well. Draw doesn't see much lightweight play. He doesn't really benefit from it, right? I guess he probably would because everyone wants to run tanks. But Golem doesn't differ much from the other formats. Yeah, you can run Earthquake, but 50-50 on the bet. Here we go. Oh, hard straight. Wong, 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 wong. Ooh, good tail assault. Krasakar still chilling in there. And the spit is not enough, though. Fushigi can still win this. Both monsters can swing. 1-2 punch can do it. Straight could do it. The spit is going to take him out, though. He forgot he had to keep moving. EQ Golem is just worse than Brow Smash or Cyclone. Oh, for sure. It's not good. You would run it because it's funny. IB miss. Fushigi learned from that first match. He's chilling now. Damn, he got him with the sidestep. Circle. Always be circling. Tail assault miss. Tail assault miss. Spit miss. EQ's still a good move. EQ's not really a good move. Alright, game number 3. Here we go. This is HM. I do max speed Withering Golem in a heartbeat. That's, I think, the first time Intelligence Golem ever won anything. That's what I did for a heavyweight tournament that, what's his name was running? Stardust. Before it was called heavyweight. I think it might have been 4200. But yeah, Intelligence Golem in hard mode is really fun. Fushigi gonna take that game. Is that game 3? Sorry, I'm not watching anymore. Is that 1-all or is that's 2-1, right? That was 2-1 for the bun, yeah, okay. That's way too long to have just been one game. Alright. So, we're getting close to the end. 3 matches left. So that means that I'm probably going to do 40 mons in the future. Jam and Jelly and 1000 Sunny up next. Because we're going to be done in 15 minutes. And then that's only like 2.5 hours. Or 1.5. Yeah, 2.5 hours. So to have like a proper like 3+ hour stream, we will we'll do 40 mons. Pretty good. Pretty happy with how fast it's running, to be completely honest. And we're doing predictions for every single match. Originally, I was going to run the second bracket tomorrow, but I might give people a little bit more time to make something. Or not make something, but make sure everything's uploaded. And I might do a build for Macho's tournament tomorrow. Okay, 59% on Jam and Jelly. Ooh, 98% on the blow. Thwack. Big damage. In the future, I'm going to inverse how I run matches for the third bracket, though. I'm going to make sure it's just all the mons that have gone 1-1. And then I'm going to do all the monsters that if they lose, they get demoted. And then all the monsters, if they win, they get promoted. Because I can't control who's gone 2-1 the week before to, like, make the match important. But I can definitely control, you know, promotions and demotions within the same week. Oh, shit. Whirlwind? Okay. Alright. Game 3. I'm pretty sure this is game 3, right? Damn, hits him with the Smash Slack? Well, 1000 Sunny definitely won too. Alright, GG's to 1000 Sunny. 3-0'd? Okay. So I couldn't remember. I thought I remembered seeing the thwack, but... Of course, that's the match you get to watch. Sorry. Alright, Duck Wild and Thanatos up next. You and Spider both sitting pretty, not going up or down. That's cool. Yeah, so am I. I'm on the chopping block, but I did not go down. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? I don't know if anyone has ran turning DX where you have to raise the monster G's in the mod. Yeah, it's usually just we raise it in the normal version of the game, right? Oh, yes, you did say that, yeah. All right, second last match of the night. Who do you like here? 51% on the duck, eh? All right, here we go. Death energy, big damage. Flourish slap. Okay, well, quick game. Grits, though, he's still in it. Bounce stamp. It's a little bit of damage. Thanatos needs one hit, though, obviously, and he gets it. Did not dodge a thing. Well, game number 2. Here we go. Little damage from Flutter Slap. And by little, I do mean little. Hits him with the bound. And again. And again. You know, it adds up. Bound charge a little bit more damage. 77. Bound won't kill from here. Goes for Death Cutter. It misses. Duck Wild. 20 seconds left on the clock. Huge lead. Goes for another bound charge. That will finish him off. Whoa, there's the grit, though. Thanatos still chilling. Death Energy sitting at 57%. That goes for Death Punch. When Death Punch misses, it's so funny because he goes for this hook that's like literally like 14 feet away from his opponent. Exactly 14. I don't know why that's the number I chose, but that's where we're going. Hits the beam shower, a little bit of damage there. Big chunk of withering. No anger. Hits him with a regular ass I-beam. Crits for only 100 damage. Beak thrust. Another I-beam misses though. Thanatos down to 92 life. Duck Wild still chilling max health. I lied. He's at half health. He got hit with Death Punch. Flutter Slap missed at 76%. Did marginally less damage than it would have if it hit. Finishes it off with a bound charge. Duck wins that one 2-1. Garlic Bread and Burley Brunson, our last match of the night, and a good one for sure. Gallic Bread. Hit him with the Gallic Bread. He beat the bad guy. Freya won't be happy about this. Freya will be fine. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Oh, dude, if you're gonna be at 9, you can't really run round robin for 9, right? Like that's a lot. That's like a 5-hour stream at that point. 73% right now on Garlic Bread. I would like to enter something for it, but I'm also not gonna ask you to, you know, make the tournament worse. Look on the runs. We're not. We're doing tournaments tonight. 53% on Garlic Bread. Here we go. Stab miss at 83%. Bite miss at 82. Thrust Claw, a little bit of damage there. Burley Brunson with a huge guts lead though. Scratch miss at 78. Wow. Garlic Bread can't land anything. Hits the Ice Bomb, but just maybe too little too late here. Hits the 1-2. Also a good chunk. Burley Brunson at half health though. Going to game number 3. Or game 2, sorry. I don't know why I said game 3. A little bit of Ice Bomb damage. Claw combo going to do a huge chunk. Holy moly. Bite's going to land. Light lands again. Lands again. Lands again. Needs some crits or a big attack to finish him off, though. 1-2. Oh, the crit's not enough. If the combination missed at 63%, Burley Brunson goes for Slash Claws. It's going to finish him off. Garlic Bread, it tried. It absolutely tried. There's nothing you can say about that. That's a lot. He definitely tried. Nine-man round robin would be 108 fights. It would not be that many fights. I don't think. No, I don't think so at all. Where's the damage? I know. He did his best. He did do very, very well. Alright, Brunson wins that one. let's do the math right now. I forget the formula, so I'm just gonna do it in my head. 9 mon round robin in under 2 hours. I'm also thinking of like when I used to run 8-man round robin with a minute of betting and then also not in fast forward. When I was like running stuff on emulator. And the tournament. Okay, let's take a look. So all that really matters right now. One sec. Okay, wrong one. Go. Is these 4, Raki-chun dragging it out, Tatami Mat, uncharacteristic, all moving up. Sussy Germa, all the way to Fushigi. They're on the block to advance if they win 2-1 the next time they fight. And then Thanatos DX all the way down to Clank Norris are on the block to be demoted if they lose 1-2 in their next fight. And then It's Mochi, Lady Death, Cyclops, and Bartholomew's, unfortunately, all demoted 1 rank. There's going to be like things that will happen and, you know, shake up mid-season. So monsters that get demoted like really far will still have a chance to like claw their way back. They're never going to be out. There's going to be things like, you know, beating a monster X amount of levels ahead of you, like gives you extra points, so you could jump like entire ranks if you like beat someone who's good in the tournament, even if you like go 1 and 2. So like say Bartholomew's, God forbid, loses like 10 times in a row, and then, you know, ends up beating Dragging It Out. It could like jump like 5 or 6 ranks in one go, you know. Do monsters only end up fighting monsters of their own rank? No. No. Don't beat my monster? I'm sorry, Mancha. What happened? Your monster's dead. 4th, but still promoted? Yeah, points differential. I didn't actually put any stock into how the points differential is set up and like how the ranking is. It like, but this shit like simply does not matter. It's only this first bit that matters. $1,000 Sunny beat my ass, so brother's going up. 1,000 Sunny, the 2-1. All right. So thank you guys. Very quick stream tonight. I thought it was going to take way longer. I'm really happy it didn't, because like I said, I have to work early in the morning, so it'd be nice to get a little bit of rest tonight. We will be streaming tomorrow. Maybe making something for Macho's tournament. We might even just straight up run another tournament. I'll let you guys know ahead of time. I'm not going to run something if there aren't enough monsters uploaded, but if we just, me and Jay just like look for them and there happens to be 40 monsters uploaded, we're just going to go with it. We're just going to make another one. Because why not? What are you going to do about it? Okay, let's raid somebody. Hot Dad's not streaming tonight? It's Monday, though. All right, let's hit Evie with a huge raid because it would be very funny. Let's thank you guys, really appreciate it. Super fun. Yeah, it'll be lightweight again. We're gonna get all of the lightweight entrants done, and then we're gonna do all of the middleweight, and then we're gonna do all of the heavyweight, and then we might do, you know, tournaments that are like monsters from like this rank to this rank from lightweight, and then this rank from this rank to heavyweight. We can do mixed formats because of the way this works. So thank you guys. Hope you had a fantastic time. And yeah, I'll see you again tomorrow with more Monster Rancher. So have a good one. Have a good night. Kiss your mom.